I had a different episode scheduled for today, but I've been trying something out this week that's been working really well for me, and I thought I would record a short episode in case it proved to be useful for you too. So stay tuned.
You're listening to the Wellness Simplified podcast. Simple wellness tips to help you improve your life without turning it upside down. With your host, award-winning fitness instructor, nutrition coach, and wellness expert, Suzi Fevens.
So this is going to go more under the productivity umbrella versus wellness, but they all sort of go part and parcel, I think. Because, the more productive we can be, the less things we have on that never-ending to-do list, and perhaps a little bit less stress will result from that. So maybe this is something that you've been doing for years, and you're going to hear it and say, Fevens, like, what took you so long to figure that out? But in case you were like me, and this just simply never occurred to you, I wanted to share. So we all have things that we need to do on any given day, whether you have a job outside of the home, or if you are a stay-at-home mom, or you work from home, or you work in an office, wherever. There are certain things that need to be done on certain days of the week, certain times, etc. So in case you haven't heard, I'm a fitness instructor. Obviously, when it comes to teaching fitness classes, I need to be in a certain place at a certain time to teach a certain class. That aside, I am also a nutrition coach. So 4 days a week, I sit down and I do nutrition reviews, reviewing clients' files for an hour, hour and a half, depending on the day, depending on how many I have to review. And then after I've done that, I have all the other things I do, like recording podcasts, writing blog posts, working in my membership groups, working on new programs for all of you guys, my free Facebook group, planning out social media posts, etc., etc., etc. So there's always lots of things to do. So what I have been doing is getting up in the morning, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday mornings. Sometimes I'll do a little bit of work before I head out to teach my 10:30 class. A lot of times I'll just go through and check my social media notifications, check my emails and things like that, and not really get into any hardcore work unless I'm helping somebody out with reviews or something that day, and use it sort of as some breathing time, some prep time, figuring out in my head what needs to get done. And then I'll go teach my class. If I have any errands I need to run, bank deposits, groceries, whatnot, I'll do that, and then I come home. So generally, on those days, I come home, I have lunch, I immediately get into doing my nutrition reviews because those happen Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And then, once I'm done that, it's usually 3:30, and I still have an evening class unless it's Friday. So I'm getting kind of tired already and a little bit cranky, but I still have lots of things on my to-do list that I need to do, but they're usually creative things I have to create, things I have to put together. I didn't even mention new Zumba routines, all of that stuff. And a lot of times it doesn't get done because I'm sort of done for the day, and yet I'm not done, if you know what I mean. I still have to teach that night. I still have emails I have to write, things I need to get out, but it takes me a lot longer to get things done because I've already put in so much work and done so many things. Which means I have things on my to-do list that have been there for weeks that should have been taken care of weeks ago, but because I don't really deal with my to-do list until those other mandatory things are done, they ain't getting done. Mondays and Wednesdays, so Mondays I get up and normally I would go right into doing my reviews. Again, it takes a while, and honestly, I'm a little bit scattered, so I'll do a handful, then I'll go check Facebook, blah, blah, blah. On Wednesdays, I don't usually have reviews. I usually leave that day open. Sometimes I'll have a couple, and then I can get into whatever project is way behind because I didn't get it done Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and spend the whole day just frantically trying to get things done. So this week, I had the crazy idea of, instead of starting with those things that I know I need to get done, I've been starting with the other items. Obviously, again, fitness classes, I'm going to have to get up and go teach those. I can't throw those until later in the day. They are on a time schedule. But my reviews do not need to be done the second I get up in the morning. And the thing is, those first few hours in the day before I have done a whole lot of stuff, I have more creative energy in me. I'm better able to do things like record podcasts, write, create programs, create routines, all of that stuff, because I'm not yet burnt out and tired. And then after that, I've been doing my reviews. And it has made a really big difference for a couple reasons. Number one, that creativity part where I'm not burnt out. Number two, I stay on task because I know I still have the reviews to do after I'm done. So I can't super dilly-dally and get distracted and whatnot. I have to get it done. And then when it comes to doing my reviews, I am more on task when I do those because I know I don't have all day to get them done. So I sit down and I actually just blast through them. I'll check in if I need to get some support as far as how to handle a client if there's a situation that needs dealing with. But other than that, I just sit down and do it. And look at that. I've started to get things done on my to-do list that have been sitting there for ages. This is not a new concept. Experts have been saying for years that within reason, a task takes as long as the amount of time you allot it. So if you have a task that is truly a 20-minute task, but you allot 2 hours for it, it's going to take you a lot longer than 20 minutes to get it done. If you only allot yourself 30 minutes, you'll get it done in the 30 minutes. And what I've found in the few short days that I have been doing this is not only am I getting more done, am I more efficient in doing what I'm doing because I am staying on task a little bit more because I still have the pressure of having those things that need to get done on a little bit later in the day. But I'm actually getting my work done even a little bit faster still because I have that little bit of pressure to stay on task. So all it's taken is to flip my to-do list upside down and doing those not super urgent things first and then moving on to the things that need to be done that day. Really not a fancy concept, but it's making a big difference for me, so I thought I would share it with you. That is it for today's episode. I hope that this has maybe been a little bit useful for you, that this is not something that you are doing and maybe you can try to implement in some way in your life. I know that not everybody has 15 different weird jobs like I do, but hopefully in some capacity you can figure out how you can get some of those items that have been on your to-do list forever done while still getting your other stuff done as well. As always, thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you again really soon.